Make money, make muscles, learn game. If you're listening to me, you're a hot dude. The hot dude life is not about your physical appearance. The hot dude life is a mentality. The Hot Dude Army is a global network, and the Hot Dude Army is everywhere. Decrease your judgment of others and increase the judgment of yourself. So you belong to the streets, huh?
100%.
It starts with learning dating, and then you move on to something to push humanity forward. That is the philosophy of modern life dating.
This is a textbook example of really good game.
Boom, baby. We are live. Welcome to Interview with the Man, episode 563. And we're here talking about lessons from meeting elite alpha male Brandon Carter. As you can see today, I'm dressed like Brandon Carter. I got the classic shades that he always wears. Thank you. Big shout out to Tom Ford. I've rocked out both my gold chains, okay? This is not fake. This is 100% real gold, all right? I got the 100 racks on my wrists with my beautiful Rolex Daytona. And today's episode is not for whiny, bitch-ass, crybaby, loser types. I'm just going to get this straight out of the way. Today's episode is not for everybody, but today's episode is geared for the winners, for the guys who want to be elite, for the guys who don't like taking no for an answer, for the guys who want it all, for the dudes that want to maximize money, muscles, game, and frame. Today's episode for you, all right? We're not going to talk about some low-level chimp-ass behavior of fucking just want to go out and chase girls and fuck girls for the rest of your life. That's straight up some loser shit. Just going to let you guys know. Remember, the philosophy of modern life dating is to teach you about dating, maximize this shit, and move on with your life to something greater, all right? So we're out here. We're rocking the 40,000 subscribers. I'd like to thank myself for that one. Thank you very much. Supreme Leader. We did it, boys. But we did it together. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. If you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and you'll get a notification on the screen right here. But I got to talk to you guys seriously about meeting Brandon Carter in real life, okay? As you know, I went down to Miami, Florida in the month of August for my Valuetainment Money interview. And then also I was out there to link up with Mr. Justin Waller, and who himself is also another elite alpha male. But Brandon Carter does it at a completely different level, I got to say. And I don't know. I got to say, if I could sum up me meeting Brandon in one word, if I were to describe how I feel after I met him, I would say humbled is how I felt. Because I thought I'm, Johnny Big Dick over here doing great things. And I am. But what this man is doing is on a whole other level. The way he just lives. If I were to describe Brandon with one word, meeting him in real life, to be honest with you, a lot of you guys might think like alpha, powerful, strong, all these things. But if I were to describe him with one word, it would be the word sincere. Okay? So today's episode, I'm going to make it hard for the losers to watch. Okay? I'm going to make it hard for the quitters. For the fucking bitch asses, the crybabies who want the quick clickbait, who want the quick dopamine hits, who don't want to sit through the long and hard and do it raw. This is not for you. I assure you, this is not for you. Because when I was on that side of the screen, because I used to be like you, on that side of the screen, you right there, sitting there, waking up, getting your shit on, getting on your grind. I used to be just like you on the other side. You know what I did when I was watching success videos, when I was watching my mentors? I watched that video from beginning to the end. Because in my mind, nothing was worth more than me getting the information from that video to make my life the way I want it to be. And look at my fucking life now. My life is so fucking awesome. I am rich. I am sexy. Women love me. I am free. I am self-employed. I'm fucking so smart. I have a full head of hair now. Life is good. At the ripe age of 36. And I ain't got no rich mommy. I ain't got no rich daddy. I ain't come from nothing. I built this by myself from the ground up. You know why? Because I'm not a lazy little bitch ass. I'm not a little crybaby. I'm not a little face diaper wearing coward living in fear. Fear's not real.
Shut up and take my money.
In today's episode, I'm going to make it hard for the losers. I'm going to make it hard for the haters. I'm going to make it very hard because you know why? It should be hard. It should be difficult. Okay, I don't expect the channel analytics to go through the roof on this one because I don't give a shit. All I need are a few good men. Appreciate Ricky Webster with the $4.99 super chat. Says sending support Hogwood 2024. You know it. Okay. So, first things first. We're going to play a video. If you're a YouTube OG and you've been watching YouTube for a while, I'm going to show you a video that is 7 minutes and 32 seconds long, and I'm going to play the whole fucking thing. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out of here. Okay? Are you pissed off yet? Are you crying? Are you crawling back to Richard Cooper's channel? Is that what you're doing? I hope so. We're going to show you how to do it the hard way, kids. No rich parents, no fucking partnership. One man only, just like you. We're going to build you from the ground up. Here is some rock solid truth that is so offensively true that a lot of people just can't handle this message. And this right here is from Brandon Carter's YouTube channel. It's a great video. 1.8 million views. Okay? I'm just going to want you guys in the chat. Take a look and take a listen. Harsh truth. Whether you try to accept this or not, it doesn't matter. This is true.
Yo, stop making excuses, man. Nobody gives a fuck about your bullshit excuses. This is planet Earth, and results are the only thing that matters on planet Earth. Results are the only thing that matters. Your excuses are fucking meaningless. You can't go up to a hot chick and be like, yo, listen, I know I'm not ripped. I know I'm not really muscular. I don't have the body that you're attracted to. But yo, you gotta understand, I got school and work, so it's hard for me to work out. So you should just date me anyway. Fuck that, man. It's not how shit works. She don't give a fuck about your bullshit excuses, man. Nobody does. This is the real world, man. I can't go up to a car dealership and say, listen, man, I know that financially I'm not qualified to make this purchase, but you gotta understand I come from poverty, man. I had a bad upbringing, so you should just give me this Bentley anyway. It don't work like that, man. It's the real fucking world. Nobody gives a fuck about your excuses. Results are the only thing that matters. You gotta take responsibility for your own success, regardless of your circumstances. You're responsible for your own success. People tell me all the time, man, like, yo, oh man, I can't eat enough to gain weight, or my mom won't cook healthy foods, or I work too much to work out, or I have school. Okay. All that may be true, it may be valid, but what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You gonna cry? Gonna sit around and just cry about it like a fucking baby? Or you gonna do something about it, man? You gonna take action? Or you gonna cry like a little hoe? Listen, crying about shit only works for babies. That's because they don't have any other recourse. If a baby shits his pants, he can't really do anything about it, so he has to cry until someone comes and helps him, until someone comes and saves him. Well, guess what? No, fuck, you're not a baby no more. Crying about your circumstances is no longer effective for you. You're a motherfucking man, and men are expected to produce results. That's how you're gonna be judged, on what you produce or what you don't. But nobody's gonna have pity on you, and nobody gives a fuck about your bullshit excuses. No one gives a fuck about how difficult it is for you. No one cares about what you had to go through. The only thing that matters are the results that you produce. I hear people say stuff like, oh man, well, it's easy for him to do it because he's got good genetics. Or he's lucky because he has money to buy supplements and a gym membership. Or he can do it because he doesn't have any kids. Yo man, shut the fuck up. Don't worry about what he has. What do you have?
So, you have accepted the truth.
Don't worry about what he has. What do you have? What are you gonna do to be successful? What are you gonna do to accomplish your goals? I mean, yeah, it's true. It's true. Some people may have some advantages that you don't have. You may have to work harder than them. So work harder than them. If that's what it takes, then that's what you do. The advantages that someone else may have has nothing to do with you and your goals. You have to do whatever it takes. You have to take responsibility for your accomplishments. Like, check it out. A few years ago, my father, he shot himself in the head. I was devastated. My whole world shattered. On top of that, I gotta take care of the family. So I had to work 2 jobs. I was working 15, 16-hour days, 6, sometimes 7 days a week. And I could have stopped working out. That would have been totally understandable. I had one of the best excuses that I've ever heard. But fuck that, man. Fuck that. Giving up is for fucking losers. Quitting is for the weak, soft-ass bitches. So I just started getting up at 5 a.m. every day to work out before work. Before I went to go work 2 jobs, I worked out every day at 5 a.m. And I did that for about 2 years, man. Cause I ain't gonna let nothing stop me from accomplishing my goals. That's the mindset you need to have, man. You have to make up your mind that you're gonna succeed no matter what. No matter what obstacles are in your way. No matter what you have to overcome, you're gonna get that shit anyway. Don't just kinda go after your goals. Hunt that shit down. Rip its fucking head off. It's not a game, man. This is real life. But someone that sits around making excuses, man, they ain't got that attitude. someone is making excuses, they basically already given up. Like mentally, they already throwing the towel. They've already quit. So they need to make excuses to make themselves feel better about quitting. They think that making excuses exonerates them from having to take responsibility for their inaction. But that's not how it works. Because see, when you're making excuses, all you're really doing is making yourself look like a bitch. Because with every excuse you make, you're putting your weakness on display for the whole world to see. But I believe you're better than that, man. I believe you're stronger than that. I believe that you're the kind of person that's gonna go after his goals no matter what. No matter what obstacles in your way, you're gonna go after that shit. You're gonna keep fighting. You're gonna keep pushing until you accomplish your goals. Make no excuses, man. Make no excuses. They mean nothing. Results are the only thing that matters. So today, I want you to promise to yourself that you're done making excuses forever. You're done. You're gonna set goals and you're gonna accomplish them no matter what stands in your way. No matter how many times you fall down, you're gonna get back up. You're gonna keep going and you're gonna keep pushing. And you're gonna get that shit, whatever it is you want. You're gonna grab life by its fucking neck and you're not gonna let go till it gives you everything you want.
You know what my favorite thing about that was? Watching the viewership go down. Watching people come in, taking a look, like, oh, what is this, man? This is too hard. I'm gonna go eat a fucking Pop-Tart and drink some fucking soda and lie to myself and embrace mediocrity. Okay? You know what the difference between me and you guys is? I just work harder. That's it. I work harder. A lot of people think I'm behind the scenes, you know, fucking partying all the time, raging. You know why? Because I make this shit look easy. But behind the scenes, I work my fucking ass off. Right? Do you know how many people have like 500,000 subscribers on their social media platforms and have not even achieved $1 million in their business? Do you know how many people? Those people are fucking everywhere. I just crossed 40,000 subscribers. Okay? I made almost $2 million fucking dollars using YouTube with about 20,000 subscribers. You know why? Because I show up every single fucking day and live stream. I have every excuse in the world to throw in the fucking towel, but I'm not a goddamn pussy. I'm not a bitch ass. Do you understand me? There's not an ounce of bitch assness in me. Am I perfect? Far from it. Am I better than the average person? You're goddamn right. Not that that's even a fucking accomplishment. Am I in the top 1% of earners? Easily so. Am I in the top 1% of fucking net income? Abso-fucking-lutely. Child's play. A lot of people run their fucking mouth and talk and talk and talk and talk because that's the only fucking thing they can do. I'm going to show you something I have on my wall here in my house and exactly what Brandon says. Okay, you see this? My boy Arnold, and it says, you can have results or excuses, but you can't have both. You can have results over here because you're a fucking man, and that's what the world demands of you. Okay? You can't spell demand without man. The world demands results of you. And if you don't give the world the results that they demand from you, you are not a fucking guy living up to your full fucking potential. You're not acting like a goddamn man, to be quite frankly. Period. Everybody has got an excuse. And the reality is, right now, as a man, unless you're fucking watching me in Sri Lanka or like Kuala Lumpur, if you're watching me right now, you can do almost anything you want to do. And the only person standing in your way is you. You right there. I don't give a shit if you're black. I don't give a shit if you're white. I don't give a shit if you're fucking Turkish. I don't give a shit if you're Asian, Pakistani, if you're from Kuala Lumpur. I don't give a shit. The internet and effort is the great equalizer. We're going to talk about Brandon here in a second. But that's the message I wanted to convey to you guys. Now, let me tell you exactly how this meeting went down, okay? Because, I'm not going to lie. This year, I've been pretty humble. And the braggadocious MLD, he's kind of been slumbering. And I just think it's time to bring him out a little bit. Just mainly, in the words of Brandon Carter, I can stunt on these hoes and flex on my haters. I love that fucking guy, dude. I love him. I love him. I love him. That guy is fucking awesome as hell, man. So let me explain to you how this happened. We got in touch initially through Instagram, right? Brandon Carter had heard of me in 2020 when I had launched Pandemic Pickup with Myron Gaines, right? And at that time, we did Pandemic Pickup. It was $297, I believe, and we had registered so many people, and I had like 6,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Let me just run these numbers real quick. And if you don't have the patience for that, please kindly fuck off. Go watch something else. Okay? Yeah, we had 321 people sign up. 321 people sign up on my channel with 6,000 subs at that time. Maybe not even that many. Okay? Between that Pandemic Pickup and the following Body Language Mastery, $250,000 was generated in 2 months. 6,000 subs on YouTube. Now, when Brandon had heard about this and he heard the number, he was like, who the fuck are you doing this with? And he's like, what? It just that's when it first got on his radar. Brandon worked with one of my digital marketing coaches as well, Jeremy Haynes. Jeremy knows Brandon as well, and Jeremy is a person who also taught me a lot about digital marketing and success. Right? Shout out to Jeremy. And he's a young guy. He's like 27 now, maybe 28, multimillionaire. Okay. Are you still paying attention? Do you need me to play a song and dance for you? Should I dance on TikTok, or are we okay? You want me to get to the point? You good, you little dopamine slave? I hope you're getting mad. I hope you're getting big fucking mad right now. So here's the deal. We started connecting on Instagram, just chit-chatting back and forth. He had heard what I've been doing with my channel. He heard that I hit the million plus, to be honest. And then he also heard that we replicated the success with Charlie massively. We started going back and forth and chatting on Instagram. And then he said, how would you feel about getting on a Zoom call and having a discussion? And I was like, all right, let's do it. So then we chatted on Zoom. I broke it down, everything with him. I showed him the back end of the business. I was just 100% real and ready with it. I showed him a copy of my tax return from 2021. Showed him everything. I said, this is what I'm doing. It's me. I'm a one-man show. I'm not lying to you, and this is exactly what I've done. You know, and he told me something that was pretty, for me, a massive feather in my cap. And he says, I've been doing this internet marketing for a decade plus now. And he's like, I've never in my life see somebody with such low subscribers count generate so many clients, help so many people, and do what you're doing in my entire life. He's like, I've never seen this shit. He's like, this is fucking unbelievable. And I said, well, you know, I'm going to be in Miami for the Fresh and Fit podcast, which I didn't end up making, but the Valuetainment podcast and the Jay Waller podcast. And I said to him, you know, you can hit up Myron. Myron will vouch for me. I said, you can hit up Jeremy. Jeremy can vouch for me. He contacted both of them. He's like, give me your feedback on this guy. I got 5-star reviews as usual because I'm a fucking hardworking beast of a man. And he was like, all right, let's meet up because I got a question. He's like, I got some stuff I want to ask you and I want to learn from you. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, this guy wants to learn from me. So what ended up happening was he he invited me out. He's like, we hang out. He's like, on August 17th, I can link with you. I got some questions I want to ask. You can go have dinner. I said, okay, sounds great. So I was in Miami. I had the Ferrari. I went there early as shit. Found parking in this parking garage out there. Kind of got lost over there by Bayside in Miami. Found his apartment building and sat down in the lobby waiting for him, right? He's the big dog. He's the alpha. He's the guy that I want to learn from. So you know what I did? What kind of mode do you think I entered when I'm talking to somebody big, successful, multi-millionaire, elite level alpha male? Okay? What do you think I did? You think I was like texting him, hey man, like, hurry up, man. What's going on, man? Where are you, man? We were supposed to meet up at 5. I was there 4:50. Sat in the lobby and I entered shut up and listen mode. Jacob Arpit is the only one who got it in the chat. I entered shut up and listen mode. I was waiting in the lobby for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes for him. Okay? This beautiful building that you could clearly tell only rich people live there. Saw a bunch of rich people in the lobbies, beautiful marble floors everywhere, spiral stairway. Everybody's nice and smiling. Okay, everybody's nice and smiling. You know people are rich in here, you know? You never see angry rich people. You know, it's always the peasants that are angry. Rightfully so. I'd be angry if I was a peasant. Okay? So, the doorman gave me his door number. He's like, you can just go up. And I was like, nah, man, I'm not just going to roll up on this man's house and start knocking on his front door, right? And so I said, I'm just going to send one message. I said, hey, brother, I'm here in the lobby, ready when you are. That's all I said. Okay? So he ended up coming down, and Brandon is a beast of a man. He's about 6'1", 6'2". I don't know. Really, I'm not really so like sharp on height. He's about 6'1", 6'2". And this guy is literally 200 pounds of lean muscle. Like, one thing you need to know about Brandon Carter is he is a firm believer in the ketogenic diet. And he's been doing the ketogenic diet for years, okay? And honestly, I'll tell you guys this. I've been having some digestion complication issues recently. I've been going back and forth with these issues since about June. And I've noticed that once I cut back my carbs massively, the inflammation in my stomach goes down, the bloating goes down, the gas goes down. And I've done A/B testing. I've fucking tested when I just eat only meat and fat all day. A little bit of vegetables here and there.
You have accepted the truth.
Okay. And then days when I had carbs and stuff, right? And what I had noticed is that every time I seem to do these carbs, and every time I research what's going on with me, I'm getting more and more evidence that I don't know about these carbs anymore, guys. You know, because carbs are not essential for your survival. Protein is essential for your survival. Fat is essential for your survival. Okay? Carbs are not. That's all I'm going to say. I don't give a shit about you fitness Nazis, all right? I'm just going to focus on what Brandon's doing. Okay, when you're a multi-million-dollar celebrity like he is, you can come tell me some shit. But in the meantime, you're qualified to shut the fuck up. Is this an Oura ring? Yep, it is. Oura ring is solid. Guess who also wears an Oura ring? Brandon Carter. Okay. When I met this guy and I saw him, I was just like, this guy looks like he's a fucking superhero. And you could tell, I could tell by looking at his shoulders and his biceps and his forearms. I was like, this guy is like thick, dense muscle. He was wearing a tank top. You know, he's wearing some long pants. And he had a Louis Vuitton backpack and like a smaller little Louis Vuitton case as well, right? So what he's doing right now is really just like the way he's living is ultimate efficiency.
Shut up and take my money.
We're gonna cover that here in a second. By the way, smash like, okay? I know they only got 100 people in here because this is a message for real G's, for real winners, okay? For men who are okay with accepting the harsh reality of life and accepts those harsh realities as a rule book for winning. That's what this is. And I know we're chasing away a lot of bitches right now, okay? And I'm intentionally being harsh because if you think this is fucking harsh, trust me, life is infinitely more harsh. Okay? And Tezzy, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that because that's another connection I just made today. I made that connection today. All right? Super Penguin 5495, $5 super chat. Opinion on Rob Grinfield? Don't know him. He takes minimalism to an extreme, lives for free from either foraging, dumpster diving, or his community. Is he low-value male? If he's doing what he wants to do, he's a high-value male. That's it. If he wants to be this fucking minimalism guy, we overspend and waste so much as humans. Okay? We are absolutely the most wasteful, disgusting creatures on the planet. Right? So I respect that guy, man. Too much fucking corporations just raping the planet. Can't get the earth back. Can't breathe using dollars. You are right, Tezzy. We're going to talk about that. So we walk out the building, and Brandon says, we're going to go over here to this restaurant. We get to the front of the restaurant, and guess what kind of restaurant it is? It's Japanese food, okay? Now, I live in Japan. When I go to America, the last fucking thing I want to eat is Japanese food. In my mind, I was like, fuck, I don't want to eat this Japanese food. In my mind, You think I was like, oh man, hey, can we go somewhere else? You know, I live in Japan, bro. Can we fucking just do this? Can we go somewhere else? Can we go to fucking Chick-fil-A? Can we go to Olive Garden? Can we go to Capitol Grill? Can we go to Nobu? Well, Nobu's Japanese, but it's not real Japanese. No. I was like, sounds great. Sounds great. Let's do this, right? So we get in there. We go and we sit down. We start chit-chatting, okay? We're talking, and he was like, so tell me exactly what the fuck you are doing. He didn't say this verbatim, but I'm just going to. If anything, let me just add a disclaimer right now. If anything in this entire stream comes off as disrespectful or disparaging to Brandon Carter, that's not the case whatsoever. It is just a misinterpretation on your end. Okay, this guy. Like, there are people when you meet in life that absolutely change your life. Okay, and this is me not fucking dick riding and fanboying or anything. I know elite success when I see it, and I was fucking humbled and forever changed when I met this man. Okay. So get this. This multi-millionaire, blue check having celebrity, Giga Chad, women after him like none other. This guy says, listen, I want you to teach me exactly what's going on with you and your business. And he pulls out his iPad and a pen. And he's looking at me, and I start telling him stuff, and he just starts taking notes down. He starts taking notes, asking questions, taking notes, asking questions, taking notes. How many of you people out there don't even make $250,000 a year, and you watch my stream and you're like, I don't know about this MLD guy. I don't know about him. You know, maybe I don't know. Like, he's fucked hundreds of girls. He's made millions of dollars. He's traveled the world. He knows how to fight. He speaks fucking 3 languages. You know, he's come from abject poverty to literally the upper echelons of society. I don't know, man. I'm just thinking I'm going to just stick to my less than $200,000 a year fucking education. You deserve to be in the middle class. You deserve to get scraps of pussy from 6s and 5s. If that. This
Shut up
guy.
and take my money.
This guy knew there was excellence in me. And he knew I knew something he didn't know. And he thought, I'm going to fucking talk to this guy and learn. Brandon has every excuse in the world to take it to the victim bank and cash it in America, right? He could easily join the Black Lives Matter movement and be like, I'm black, I'm oppressed by white people in America, and white people are racist, and that's why I can't get ahead in life. It's very unfortunate, but his father put a gun to his head and killed himself. Brandon talks about this publicly. And that's something anybody could use. And it's traumatizing, man. It's fucking devastating. But he doesn't use it. He talked about it before. Brandon actually does have bipolar disorder. And he has moments of mania. And you have moments of depression. Okay? He literally clinically has bipolar disorder. His father has killed himself. He could use his race as a negative point. He could use all these fucking things.
My money.
He could use all this fucking bullshit excuses. And the world would pity him. The world would validate him if he was a loser. If he was a fat, black loser in some fucking hood, because that's where he came from. He came from the south side of Chicago, right? The world would be like, that's okay. It's okay. The Because you have to understand, guys, the world is a bunch of losers too. The majority of people, and I'm sorry to be harsh, but that's the reality of life. Okay? Let me do this super chat. Lucas Bay, 449 pounds, says, well done, Jonathan. BC is a real G. Been my mentor for a year, the king of productivity, and no excuses. His message is not for pussies, though. Exactly. You look great, buddy. If that's you in the fucking photo, you look fantastic. 10 out of 10, hot dude alert. One mic at a time, 500 yen super chat. Thank you so much, sir. I don't know who you are, sir or ma'am. Thank you. Look, we got a little bitch ass in the chat right now. Okay, this guy, Tom Cripps, he says, one common thread among 304s and PUAs is lack of a strong father. Your message is potent, but the delivery is condescending. Men can get that anywhere. Then fuck you. Fuck you and get the fuck out of here. Go watch some Disney ass shit that'll make you feel better about your loser ass self. I'm sorry if you think I'm condescending, but the reality of life is far more vicious. And if you can't accept that, then you need to accept your life of mediocrity. You need to accept that. You need to internalize that shit. Because that's what you are. If my words trigger you to the point that you need to write something here in the comment section to validate your feelings, you can't even control your feelings. You're like a woman. You can't control your fucking emotions. That's on you. That's not on me. Because when I turn this shit off, I'm still running multi-million-dollar businesses behind the scene. You got to fucking clock in. You're a slave to HR. I'm the fucking boss of my life. Brandon has every excuse in the world. Brandon has a son as well from a previous relationship he was in. He's a single father. His son resides up in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay? He could be like, oh, well, I'm a single father. I don't have time to work as hard as I do. Guys, I got to take care of my son. Every excuse in the fucking world, guys. Okay? So the food comes. Brandon orders the salmon with some sauteed vegetables that just came with it. He didn't eat it. He didn't eat the vegetables. He reaches over into his side. He pulls out this small Louis Vuitton bag. He opens it up and he pulls out a food scale. And he puts the food scale on the table in the middle of this Japanese restaurant. And he says, you're going to have to excuse me. I'm going to weigh my food right now. I say, hey, bro, you don't have to say shit to me about it. I put my hands up. I was like, bro, you don't have to say anything to me. You're the fucking boss. And I just shut up. He didn't do that to show off. He didn't do that for anybody. He did it for him because he walks the walk that he talks. All right? This man is as real as it comes. If anything, I would say he is even more sincere and more real in real life than he is on YouTube. Even like the level of sincerity and honesty in this guy is just like, again, life-changing. Life-changing. Let me see if I can pull this. I think I have it on my Instagram. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I can pull this clip up with him whipping out the fucking scale and the MIAO. Let me see. Yeah, there he is. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Take a look here. Let's see this.
Y'all don't keep a scale on you?
Look at this.
I bought a Louis bag for my scale. In the Glock.
I love it. I love it. Weighing the food. I love it. So he was.
Got money, hoes,
Oh shit. There goes the fucking Instagram. There goes the copyright. As you see, he had a fucking scale where he pulled out his. He pulled off the salmon. I saw him. He weighed it. The salmon was 200 grams. It was like 206 grams. I'll never forget that shit. I was like, this guy walks the walk and talks the talk, man. What a fucking beast. And we got to talking. And so I do pretty okay for myself, right? And let's be honest, compared to the average person, I'm fucking rich as hell and my life is awesome. Is that condescending to you? Well, maybe you should get the fuck out of here because that's the truth. All right? So with that there now, we were sitting there and we started talking about business, numbers, success. And we started talking about his buddy Derek, right? And Derek Moneyberg, right? Derek is an ultra successful man. And during this conversation, I kind of like, you know, it kind of like really blew my mind. Because we were talking about the business structure. And he was like, well, as long as I've known Derek, he's never done like under like 5 a month. And I was just like, 5? And I was thinking like, oh, like probably like, you know, 50,000, something like that. And he was just like, I was like, I felt dumb. I was like, 5. I was like, what do you mean 5 a month? What do you mean 5? He was like, $500,000. And I remember I was eating my food and I was like eating rice and shit. And I was just like, in my mind, and I know I shouldn't have said this to myself, but I was like, damn, I'm a fucking loser. And I'm rich, you know? I was just like, what the fuck? I was just sitting there like, God damn. I'm here with a motherfucking serious G. You know? And even Andrew Tate, the most talked about man, literally the most talked about man on the fucking internet, was saying he met Brandon Carter and he was like, Brandon Carter is a fucking serious G. And I'm telling you, this guy, I'm telling you guys, he fucking is, man. And again, I don't give a shit what you think about me. I don't give a shit if you think I'm fucking talking too much about this guy. I can assure you that I am right.
Shut up and take my money.
I am right and you are wrong when it comes to having this guy as somebody you should look and analyze and do your best to emulate. Okay? Here's a clip right here where Andrew Tate endorses Brandon Carter. Take a look at this.
6 months.
Andrew,
Brandon Cook, shout out King Keo.
King Keo, Andrew.
Mr. fucking handsome. Oh, thank you very much, King Keo. Can't wait to have you over here in Romania. I know you're like, I don't like to drive cars.
Is it vodka Keo?
Andrew is head.
I mean, dude is getting shouted. He got shouted out multiple times. Multiple fucking times, right? So it's just fucking, like I said, it's just unbelievable the levels that there are to this game. And so we were chatting more and he was just asking me questions, right? Just like asking me questions about, you know, what I did with the business. And he's getting ready to put together a live stream. And, you know, recently he put out a course called the High Income Alpha Baller, I believe it's called. hold up, my cord got caught there. Sir. He had this course called the High Income Alpha Baller, right? A free course, and I watched it all, right, top to end. And I could sit here like an arrogant dickhead and be like, "Oh, I already made my money. Like I don't need to watch this. I've already got this going on, right?" But I know greatness when I see it. That's a sign of a person who is great themselves, because like I say, real recognizes real. And I just wanted to see what he was doing. And one thing that he mentioned in the course is something I've been personally dealing with in silence. And last year, I'm going to tell you something, right? I'm 36 now, turned 36 last year, December. And last year, I kind of got to a point, right, where I kind of leveled up and I had a mental shift. And I really just started getting tired of chasing new pussy. And quite frankly, the reality is chasing hoes, right? Because all the girls out there giving up their pussy easily, frequently, often, those girls are hoes, right? And the thing is, hoes got loser energy on them. And if you want to be a successful man, you got to keep loser energy away from you as much as possible. And in that course, the High Income Alpha Baller, he fucking said, if you're a real boss, you're not out there chasing casual sex all the time. Because at the end of the day, it's a low ROI activity. And that's so fucking true. And that's what I've been saying since day one on this channel. I am here to teach men how to get dating sorted in your life. How to learn easily how to get women consistently. Okay? And the metric of that success...
You have accepted the truth.
The metric of that success is very simple. Okay? If you can sleep with one new girl a month, you've got it sorted out. For me, it's easy as fucking pie. Cakewalk. Do that shit in my fucking sleep. I'll fuck 4 girls in a week if I want to. But I don't care, because it's a low ROI activity. It's, out there chasing a bunch of fucking bums. Get out there, have fun, get it out you. I talked about the red pill gluttony stage. You get out there, you fuck a bunch of girls, have a good time, learn it, get it out of your system, and move on to fucking something better in life, man. A man wasting his life forever chasing a bunch of hoes? Come on. What kind of life is that? If you want to live that life, that's fine. But I'm telling you, that's not... If you want to live like above average, high-level alpha male lifestyle, that ain't it. Not everybody can be fucking Dan Bilzerian. Okay, not everybody can be Andrew Tate. You got to know what the fucking real deal is. You got to live in reality. You can't be delusional. Shout out to Stephen Ronald Bell, my good friend, with the 100, I believe that's Polish dollars. He says, congrats on the 40K, lad. Thank you so much. That's another serious G. That's a guy who didn't have fucking excuses. I'm not going to go into the details of the levels of his financial success, but I assure you it's way more than 7 figures. And he's doing just great for himself. It's another guy, gave a speech at the Masculine Empowerment Network. Great person, great guy, wise person, extremely intelligent. Okay? So we get to talk, and we talk a little bit more, right? And he's mentioning live streaming, and he's asking me all the questions about live streaming. And then, he invites me up to his like super luxurious, fucking insanely expensive corner unit in this penthouse in Miami. And I was just humbled at this point. I was just like, dude, I'm totally down. I said, I just want to see how you live. And I was just very transparent. I was like, dude, I'm not a fucking weirdo. I'm not something. And he's big as fuck. Like, if he wanted to fucking fight me, it would be, I have a lot of training. He's a big guy, but he know. I don't think he was afraid of me. Let's just put it that way. And I'm pretty sure he had multiple guns in the house. But I just let him know, like, dude, I'm not a fucking weirdo. Like, I'm not anything you need to worry about at all, brother. I just want to see how you're living, because that's how I learn, right? So we take the elevator up to his spot. The fucking elevator door opens, and it's just his front door. Literally, the entire segment of this part of the building, the whole floor was just his apartment. So like the door's open, like, poof, and it's just a front door. The mat for the front of the door is this gigantic $100 bill. I was like, I fucking love this guy. I fucking love this guy. This guy is a motherfucking gangster, dude. You know, and the thing is, for me, right, I live in Tokyo, and the Japanese dude is just soft. Quite frankly, right? The average Japanese dude is soft. Are there like some super Giga Chad, like gangster ass ballers out here? For sure. But there's levels. Because there's aggression and violence is completely removed from Japanese culture. And I feel like that robs the men of a certain power in their masculinity. Okay. So I go up to this dude's house. He just goes into the bedroom real quick, and his girlfriend is there, and he's like, hey, just so you know, babe, you know, there's a man here, so like make sure you're proper so you don't come out and like, you know, there's somebody here, right? The way he spoke and communicated with his girlfriend too showed me that he like sincerely cared about her in like a very loving way. And she's all iced out, and she has all this fucking, like, he's always buying her shit and stuff, taking care of her. She eventually came out, and I met her. She's a cute little girl, like, beautiful. Like, she's like maybe 5'2" or something, very tiny. You know, with all due respect to him, like, you know, big curves, and like real curves. Not like I'm fat and I'm calling myself curvy. Like, she had a flat stomach, little waist, you know, and curvy in all the right places. Very beautiful woman. I was just like, good Lord, you know, this guy is seriously living the fucking life. So I saw his office where he works. He has a standing treadmill. He walks on the fucking treadmill as he does his work. And he also has like multiple rooms, and he showed me this one room. He's like, come over here. I want to show you this room where I want to build my streaming studio. And he asked me advice. He's like, I'm thinking about doing the glass background with the background of the ocean and shit. And I was like, honestly, I just think that's kind of played out. And I think if you want to elevate to a whole other level, you want to control the lighting as much as you can. You want to control the camera angles as much as you can. And these reflective things just, I mean, you can see here, right? Like, you can see the fucking light here, computer screen over here, right? For me, it drives me crazy. I feel like it kind of breaks the fourth wall, if you will. And in the new studio there's going to be no glass background, none of that shit. Okay. So he gives me some advice and stuff. And it's just like, anything else you want to check out? I was like, well, you know, can I just like look in your pantry and kind of like because that's how I am. I just want to see how you live. So I go in this man's fucking pantry. It's nothing but protein shakes, cans of fucking sardines, and he has like a box of Snickers, but the Snickers aren't for him. It's for his girlfriend, right? And the guy is just like a monster. The guy is just like, is just a beast, okay? Doesn't eat carbs. He goes to bed at 9:30 p.m. and he wakes up at 4:30 a.m. every single fucking day. He is 39 years old. He looks like he's 27. And he's an absolute machine. Thanks to him, I made a call earlier today and I was working out something. And now I'll be, you know, thanks to Brandon's blessing, I'll be able to work with Derek Moneyberg as well. You know, a lot of people behind the scenes just don't really understand how much work is done with me on this channel, except for the guys who have joined my private coaching, who have joined the Masculine Empowerment Network, who've joined the High Income Alpha. But High Income Alpha is closed. Nobody can get in. And you know, they don't understand how much work is involved, you know? They don't understand that. But these men who are familiar with success, they do. And I'm going to keep on growing and growing and growing. Okay? So I see some chats question here. For real says, hey, what much love and respect. What assets would you recommend young guys prioritizing getting first to create passive flow of income? Yourself. Level yourself up. The thing is this. Once you learn how to make money, once you learn how to cultivate your own freedom, once you start filling yourself with skills, money doesn't matter, because as long as you're a valuable, skillful person, you're always going to be able to get money. Now, to answer your question in detail, passive income flow. So first of all, passive income is not real. You're always going to have to do some kind of work. Passive income is something poor people talk about. Period. Your fastest way to doing that is via real estate, multi-family homes, multi-unit family homes, eventually scaling up to buildings. That's your quickest way to passive income. But you should really not even focus on fucking passive income. You should be focusing on becoming high value with your skill sets that you bring to the marketplace. Things like cybersecurity, become a computer programmer. If you want to do physical labor like welding, right? But you never want to, those things that I just mentioned, cybersecurity, programming, welding, becoming an electrician, power lineman, stuff like this, all these jobs can lead you to $200,000 a year, right? But eventually you want to take that, you want to keep your expenses low, your fucking capital income high, right? Your money coming in high. And then you want to take the difference of that and invest it into things so you have multiple streams of income paying you around the clock, 24/7, 365. Okay? That's your answer to your question there, Mr. Farrell. So we're hanging out, we're talking, chilling, and he said his alarm goes off on his phone, and it's about 6:50. He says, listen, man, it's great knowing you, great talking to you. He's like, at 7 o'clock, I got to FaceTime my son. I do that almost every day. I have an alarm set on my phone. And I said, bro, you don't have to tell me a goddamn fucking one word, bro. I'm out of here. Thank you so much. Gave him some daps, you know. The girlfriend was there, didn't touch her, just gave her the respectful, see you later, right? No hugs, no high fives, nothing. You know, if you meet a super baller alpha male guy, that chick should not want to touch you, and you shouldn't even fucking think about touching her. No handshakes, no fucking whatever. If she reaches out to shake your hand, okay, I get it. But other than that, like, you know, because you don't want to fucking, she reaches out and you're like, oh, hey, you know, but don't ever try to initiate any contact at all, right? It's just disrespectful to the man. And he's going to look at you as like kind of a snake, all right? So that's something like that. I turned around, went out the elevator, and fucking was just like, I left in amazement. And the guy, like I said, just elite level alpha male, okay? So I'm going to break it down a little bit in multiple points here. Oh, and then for the fucking haters who were like, well, where's the proof? Where's the proof? Okay. That's us up in his fucking apartment. Real G, bro. Serious gangster. Serious fucking gangster. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Brandon Carter. Also, I'm a pretty serious gangster myself. I want to say so myself. Okay. So we're going to break down a couple things about him, because today's lesson is about success, all right? It's about the core four, which opens every door. Like I said, make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. Make money, make muscles, learn game, hold frame. Okay? Yes, Strazala says John wakes up, starts working till midnight. Bro, I wake up usually every day, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and I don't go to sleep until like 2 to 3 a.m. Like, I don't have like the most like alpha male, like I wake up at 4 a.m. and I'm fucking better than you. I'm working on American time zone and Asian time zone and European time zone. I'm working all fucking day, around the clock. Right? There's not a moment of like there'll be some times when I'm throughout the day where I'm just fucking like exhausted and I'll take a midday nap. But I it's not like I wake up and sit down in front of YouTube and like start watching Netflix or something like that. Okay? But I'll typically like watch Seinfeld or something, episode here or there when I'm having dinner, or at the end of the night when I've worked all day and I'm winding down. I'm like, right now I'm rewatching the Avengers series, and I'm watching it with my girl, and she's never seen it, so we're watching it chronologically. We just finished Winter Soldier yesterday, fucking great movie, and we got Guardians of the Galaxy up next. But that's like the extent of me like hanging out and like, you know, I want to watch some shit, you know. The last game I started to play fucking I played What's It for a while. What's that game that everybody was so hyped about? That shitty game. Elden Skier. What is that game? The new one. You know, it's just like the AI is just ridiculously overpowered. That game fucking sucks anyways. Elden Ring. There we go. The last great game I played was Ghost of Tsushima. That was the last great game I played. And that was in Q1 of 2021. You know, other than that, every video game I played since then has just sucked massive dick. Elden Ring is shitty. It's massively shitty. If you think that's fucking... If you like Elden Ring, I know you make $50,000 a year or less. Okay? So let me go back to you. Let me show you something else. All right. So I want to show you this as well. And this is a video I'm going to go a little bit of commentary on as well, right? This is a video Brandon put out on September 2nd. And it's his millionaire morning routine and how he sorts out his day.
So, a lot of people...
And I'm going to talk about it right now, okay? Take a look here. All right. And I'm going to break this down and kind of explain things. And then I'm going to go into detail breaking down exactly why Brandon Carter is absolutely an elite alpha male and what you can do about it if you want to copy him. Because, again, this guy is like just like a monster, bro. Like, I came back after meeting two people I met that really made me want to change my life. And I know I'm going to say this first, and I know everybody wants to say it because everybody fucking loves it. But, you know, after I met Justin Waller again and had a serious sit-down talk with him when was I in Miami last? Was it June? I was in Miami so many times this fucking year. When was I in Miami last time? I think it was June. Let me just double check real quick. Oh, yeah, the CME. No, May. End of May. Yeah, I was in there for this. That's right, the CME. I'm fucking Mr. Globetrotter, baby. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, okay, it was yeah, and I'm all over the place. Okay. Did I meet Richard Hart? No, I didn't. Anyways, so, yeah, I was down there and I met Justin Waller, and talking to Justin really, like, gave me a new perspective on life too, because Justin's a great guy. He really is a great guy. And then Brandon also is fucking serious goddamn gangster, bro. Serious fucking G. Let's watch this man in 4K. Take a look.
So, a lot of people have been asking me about the morning routine I've used to become a D-list celebrity and multi-millionaire. Morning routines have been a critical part of my success because it's allowed me to have some structure in every day. That structure allows me to have more predictable outcomes.
And I want to talk about that, right? Because here's the deal. You have to understand that life, and the number one thing that's probably holding you guys back is a lack of attention and a lack of discipline. Because in this world's attention economy, right, everybody is consistently fighting for your attention. Instagram is fighting for your attention. Facebook is fighting for your attention. Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, right? They literally have a team of psychologists and social engineers that fucking engineer their products to be addictive. The iPhone as well. The iPhone is engineered to make it addictive. Okay? Everybody is pulling you in every which way. Right now, I'm working with the high-income alpha guys, and I told them it's not about adding more to your life. It's about stripping away. Okay? Oh, King Life. Oh, that was you. King Life in the chat says, MLD is hilarious. I gave him a donut, and he was worried about the calories. You the man, MLD. It's true. It's true. It's true. Hey, he pulled out this huge donut with like glazed sugar and bacon bits all over it. And I looked at it. I was like, bruh, I can't eat that. Do I want to eat that? Yes. Can I eat that? No. Oh, man, that's great. Good to have you in here, King Life. Yeah, so that was it. Yeah, that was in May. But going back to my original statement here with Brandon. So what he's talking about, having structure, is absolutely true, right? You got to fucking strip away all of the distractions in life, okay? Because the thing is, we all have a finite amount of time in this life before we die eternally and perish into everlasting blackness, okay? Because that's going to happen to every single one of you. So in order to get the life you want, you have to trade your time for actions that are going to get you what you want. If you want money, then you have to trade your time to either study how to get money or doing actions that make you money. The lowest level action you could do for making money, trading time for money, because trading time for money is a poor man's hustle. And that is the worst thing you could do. The worst thing. Because you have a low ceiling to your earnings, because you have finite time, therefore you have finite money. Okay? So it's all about having structure and discipline and leading a life that is organized, pristine, and maximized to get you what you want, right? Brandon had a poll on his fucking Instagram saying, do you use Google Calendar, right? And I voted no. He's like, do you use Google Calendar to plan your time out? And he wrote no. I wrote no. And keep in mind, he has like 900,000 subscribers on Instagram. He DM'd me after that, and he's like, you must be fucking playing. I was like, shit. I felt bad. I was like, fuck. And so now I'm using Google Calendar. Oh, man. You know, but again, there's levels to this game, right? If you ever meet a billionaire and look at them, they have their day scheduled out to fucking like 15 minutes at a time. Because a lot of people, the average person wastes a lot of time and wastes a lot of money. And then they always say this, well, I don't have any time. Oh, I don't have any money. No, you have time and you have money. You're just mismanaging it grossly. Let's go back to the video. Listen to what this man's saying.
And the outcomes that I wanted to achieve were balling, shot calling, and flexing on the haters. And over the last few years, if not the whole decade, if you've been watching me on YouTube, I've done that with a staggering degree of success. And the morning routine has been a huge part of that. So here's how it starts. My morning starts at 4:30 a.m. And here's the thing, it doesn't matter when I went to sleep. The plan is always to go to sleep around 9:30 or 10, but no matter when I go to sleep, I wake up at 4:30. I don't give myself leeway. If I wake up and I'm tired because I didn't go to sleep early enough, I say to myself, well, it's the bed you made, bitch. And now you're gonna have to deal with it. You're just gonna be tired, you fucking bitch. So I take my bitch ass out of bed and I walk to my alarm, which is stuffed into my robe. See, this is all strategic. The key to waking up early is to set it up the night before. So the night before, my alarm is set and it's far enough away from my bed where I must get up out of bed to turn it off. We've all had that experience where we slept with our phone next to our bed and we turn off the alarm and fall right back asleep. I know you all been there. That's one of the many reasons I'm significantly more wealthy than you. Turn off the alarm and then I put the robe on. The reason I have to put the
Isn't that pimping as fuck? By the way, we both have the same Versace robe. I'm not saying he copied me or I copied him, but I just want to say greatness recognizes greatness. That's all I'm just trying to say, okay?
robe on.
And you see how he takes accountability? He's like, this is the fucking bed you made, bitch. So fucking sleep in it. What is that? Absolute, irrefutable accountability. Accountability to himself. If you can have high levels of self-accountability, bruh, you won. You've absolutely won. By the way, we got 150 people in the house. Only 90 likes. Can you please smash the like button for fuck's sake? I need 150 likes in this bitch. Right now. Oh, and by the way, put a 1 in the chat if you've been watching from the very beginning. From the very beginning of this stream until now, put a 1. Because that thing's going to tell you that's exactly where you're going to be in life. Numero uno, baby. Number 1. Mm-hmm. Good. Shout out to A Boogie. That guy's a real winner. Oh, Ariel, what's up? Good to see you in here, buddy. Elliot, good to see you. Jason, good to see you. Sergio, as always. As always. Here we go.
Because my room is freezing. That's a pro tip. If you want to sleep better, make your room as cold as possible. So I put my robe on, put my slides on, and then I immediately walk out the room. This is critical. Once I leave my bedroom, the very first thing I do is go out on my balcony, take a photograph of the Atlantic Ocean, post it to Instagram with the timestamp. This is very important. This is critical. I put the timestamp on there so the motherfucking haters in the competition know that they've been losing for hours. These motherfuckers are waking up at 6, 7, 8, thinking they're competing with me. I want them to know that they've been losing in their sleep. They can't even keep up. They're already hours and hours behind. I want them to have to sit with that and understand, fuck, Randy's beating me again. That's how I like to start my day. Now, at this point, I'm still barely conscious. I walk to my kitchen and I drink the pre-workout that I made the night before. This is critical. You gotta prepare it the night before, because remember, I'm really sleepy. I'm mixing it with BCAAs because I wanna mitigate muscle loss when working out on an empty stomach. So after I drink that, I immediately sit down and I write my goals down.
I want to show you something real quick.
I'm mixing it. So after
See this thing right here on the back of his right tricep? I noticed it in his Instagram stories, and we were chatting back and forth, and I was like, is that a glucose monitor on the back of your right tricep? He was like, yeah, man, I'm a little crazy. I'm a little extreme. And I was like, bruh, you don't have to talk to me like I'm some fucking normie conforming moron. That's levels of fucking intense discipline, intense data analysis, and intense success. Okay? He wore a glucose monitor on the back of his right tricep for a month. And when we were talking during dinner, we were talking about it, and because everybody wants to talk all this shit about Coke Zero and Diet Coke spiking your glucose levels. I was like, when you drank Coke Zero, when you drank Diet Coke, did that ever spike your glucose? He's like, not even once, not even once. He said, and he was on the ketogenic diet, right? And his glucose level was so stable because he basically takes he takes no sugar in. He doesn't have sugar at all in his diet. The glucose monitor started to give him an error saying like, yo, are you fucking alive? Are you dead? Like, are you sleeping? Like what, like the monitor was having like, it was getting no fluctuating data. So it was kind of like wondering if he was alive or something along those lines. Okay. There's a super levels to success, man. That's why this guy's a serious fucking gangster.
after I drink that, I immediately sit down and I write my goals down. And I do that for a few reasons, but before I tell you why I do that, make sure you hit the like button. I used to write my goals down in just a notebook or on paper, but now I'm super rich and I feel poor. using notebook paper when I can use the iPad mini. I bought it just for that reason. So I write my goals down, visualize it, and I do something that a lot of people may not tell you about. I'll go over something I call the list of hate. These are all the people who've crossed me, betrayed me, anyone who's ever crossed me. They go on the list of hate. I just go over the list, just go over it in my mind. When you reach a certain level of success, you can get real comfortable and you can take your foot off the gas. The problem with that is every time you relax, every time you chill, every time you're not working hard, the haters are winning.
And that's super true. I took my foot off the gas last year, and I am living in the utmost shame. I have it above my bed right now on a whiteboard. It says, "Foot is always on the gas. You are the leader. You are in charge." Okay? I took my foot off the gas last year. You know, I still made over $1 million fucking dollars, but I'm still ashamed of myself because I'm fucking took my foot off the gas, and I'm better than that shit. I'm better than that shit. And you are too. You got to understand, guys, as a man, you got to just get comfortable with always having your foot on the gas. Your lifestyle needs to be pedal to the metal. I'm not saying you got to take moments to break, but it's like if you're maxing out the RPMs, you got to bring it back down to like 6 or 5. And that's all you're allowed. And when you recharge, you go back up to fucking max.
The haters are winning. And you can't let the haters win. These motherfuckers been trying to stop me for 10 years. And every year, I keep getting better, keep going harder. More jewelry, bigger following, in better shape. Every metric improves. The hating ain't working. The shit talking ain't working. However, it works. It just doesn't work the way they think it will. I'm a machine fueled by rage. So I go over that list to understand why I'm working for. Then I meditate for about 15 minutes. I do this every day. I actually do this twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon. The main benefit I get from meditation is it helps me respond instead of reacting. Something's always gonna happen in your life. There's gonna be problems, there's gonna be fires you're gonna have to put out, and you don't wanna react all crazy and wild. What you wanna do is respond appropriately to that situation. And nothing has helped me control that response more than meditation. I have a whole video about how meditation helps me stay calmer, helps my mood, helps me make money. If you want to see that video, the link should be in the description. So after goals, meditation, and a list of hate, it's time to work out. So I brush my teeth, bam, put my workout clothes, then I head to the gym in my building. And this first workout, I'm just waking up. I'm probably not going crazy hard. I'm doing a lot of body weight stuff in my very first workout. I'll do cardio for about 30 minutes. Maybe I'll go an hour if I feel like it, and really at a slow pace. But I'm also reading when I do that. On the Kindle app, if you have a Kindle book and the audio book, the Kindle app will read the fucking book to you. I'm listening to the book and I'm reading it. I actually comprehend and retain the information a lot better because I'm digesting it in multiple ways.
Alex Hormozy does that too, and that's something that's pretty wild to me. I listen to audiobooks. I listen to them on 1.75 speed. But Brandon here is fucking listening to the books and reading them at the same time, which means he's stimulating his auditory learning system as well as his visual learning system, which in my mind, I'm thinking theoretically, then that's doubling the chance you're going to retain the information at a higher level. So fucking lit, bro. I can't wait till I can go back to the gym. I can't go to the gym for another 4 days. I can't even go on the treadmill or anything because if I sweat, my fucking hair transplant's going to get infected and all this shit's going to fall out. And I'm going to be fucking balding again. I'm not trying to be like that, but I am so fucking ready to go back to the gym. And I can't wait to fucking do this. Listen to my books, get back on the grind, man. I'm so fucking just tired of fucking things getting derailed, but it's okay. I've had a lot of derailing this year and I'm still fucking doing fantastic. That being said, look at this man, multi-million-dollar man, multi-million-dollar earner, still reading books to get better, still studying, still having self-accountability. Come on. Come on.
and retain the information a lot better because I'm digesting it in multiple ways. And one thing I do before I leave the gym is I always make sure I take a douchebag shirtless selfie. A lot of people may see this and they think, oh, this is a thirst trap for the hoes, but that's not the intention. The intention is to let the haters know that they're losing on that front as well. I just want to leave no ambiguity that they are losing when they compare themselves to me in every metric. People always ask me, Brandon, what do you eat for breakfast? Especially you do ketogenic diet, what do you eat for breakfast? I'm glad you asked. I've been eating 2 cans of sardines for breakfast and a big glass of water. The reason I chose sardines for breakfast is not just because they're delicious, but it's also because the efficiency. I don't have to prepare it. I just open the can and eat, and I just throw the can away when I'm done. No.
And these sardines, I saw him, his pantry is full of sardines. In addition to that, he has no plates, no forks, no knives. Everything in his house is paper plates and plastic knives. Because he doesn't want to wash dishes because it takes too much time. He just throws the shit away and gets on with his life. Fucking giga-based, bro.
Cleanup time, no prep time. I also use disposable utensils only. I'm not trying to do no dishes ever because it's a waste of time. Cooking's a waste of time and cleaning is a waste of time. This allows me to do neither. While I'm eating, I usually watch ESPN or some sports show, just catch up on what's going on in the sports world. I literally do not watch TV on my big TV. I watch it on my other iPad with the bigger screen. And that's for a reason, because if I sit down on the couch and I turn on ESPN, we've all been there. You watch Sports Center and you just get sucked into it and you can't stop. But when I watch TV, I use YouTube TV on my iPad, it feels temporary. It's easier to shut off. And I'm not sitting on the couch, so I'm not so comfortable where I don't want to get up. Another reason sardines are so good, I've been wearing a continuous glucose monitor on my arm for a few reasons. One, because I'm a psycho. And I want to check how my body is responding to different foods. And there's almost no glucose spike when I eat the sardines. The reason that's important, because when you get these wild spikes in glucose, it can mess with your energy. You ever eat a big meal and then you're tired after? That's what that is. When your blood glucose levels go above 110, your pancreas secretes a hormone called insulin. And that insulin spike will actually lower your glucose levels, but it has a tendency to drop it so low that you actually get tired from it. So those spikes in glucose really slow people down, me in particular. By the time I'm done with breakfast, it's about 7 a.m. The competition might just be waking up. When they're just waking up, I get to work. And I work for a few hours uninterrupted. This is an important time for me because I have about 30 employees. And they're gonna be asking me questions, hitting me up. I use that time as something called deep work. This is where I can work on a task without distractions for about an hour. And I get more done in that hour than most people get done all day. It's just hardcore, intense work. And then I have my first team meeting of the day. That's at 8 a.m. And then I'm just working. Depending on the day, I'll have a meeting with my students who I teach to build their online fitness business, where I'm coaching them, seeing how much money they make, how many clients they got, success they're having, any struggles they're having, anything I can help them with. Right after that meeting, I'm doing my second workout of the day. So here's the thing I've been doing. If you want, I'll do a whole video about it, maybe. But instead of doing one long 60-minute weight training workout, the way most people do, I break my workouts up into 2 or 3 workouts. In a perfect world, I'd be doing 3 20-minute workouts instead of one 60-minute workout. I have no data to back this up. This is legit bro science, but I do look like me, and most people look like you. Here's my rationale behind this. If you
I love it. I fucking love it. I love it. Let's watch that again. Let's watch that again. Let's listen to that.
In a perfect world, workouts up, 60-minute weight training workout, the way most people do. I break my workouts up into 2 or 3 workouts. In a perfect world, I'd be doing 3 20-minute workouts instead of one 60-minute workout. I have no data to back this up. This is legit bro science, but I do look like me, and most people look like you. Here's my rationale behind this. If you're working out for 60 minutes, the intensity will dwindle throughout that hour. This is why a lot of trainers will tell you that you should start with your weakest body parts first because that's when you'll have the most intensity. What if you just did the first part where you had the most intensity, gave your body some time to rest, recover a few hours, and then do the same thing again at the same intensity? And you do that 3 times. I feel like that has to be more effective. You can take advantage of nutrient partitioning, meaning after a workout, you're gonna be more insulin sensitive. Your body's gonna have a way more anabolic environment. So it can utilize the nutrients you eat more effectively. This is the whole post-workout window and all that other shit. Imagine if you had 3 post-workout windows. How can that not be more effective? I don't have any data to support this. 0. It's all anecdotal. I'm never like too tired to do anything after my workout because I break it up into 3 20-minute sessions instead of 1 60-minute sessions. Hey, give it a shot. Tell me how you feel. You won't be able to do this unless you have a gym in your home or your building. If you have to commute to the gym, then just forget everything I just said. I'm usually drinking my protein shake after it, and I'll probably take my vitamins right there. The main ones I take is vitamin D, about 5,000 IUs every day. This is critical, especially for people with darker skin. Our skin repels vitamin D, so we don't absorb as much vitamin D from the sun as our Caucasian counterparts. As a result, a lot of Black and Latino people have vitamin D deficiencies because our skin was made to be outside by the equator all day. We spend most of our days indoors. So it's very important for people with darker skin tones to supplement with vitamin D regularly. I also think a bunch of other shit is not really important and I don't feel like going into it. After that, the task I do depends on the day. Recently, I've been filming a lot more content. It can fluctuate depending on what's going on, but the early morning, that stays the same. Even when I'm traveling, I'm up at 4:30, I'm getting it in. I'm packing sardines with me in my carry-on. My morning routine is the way it is because I have this weird thing in my head. It's a sickness, maybe a disorder, where I really pride myself on doing things that people think is too hard to do. So when people hit me and say, man, I could never wake up that early, I usually say something to the effect of, yeah, you know, it's not for everyone, man. But what I'm really thinking is, of course you couldn't. Of course you couldn't. You could never be me. You could never do what I do. There's a long list of things I do that you can't do, and waking up early is like the least impressive thing on that list. You don't have to wake up at 4:30 a.m. to be successful. There's lots of people who sleep in. I think Jeff Bezos, he says he wakes up at 7 a.m. and he's the 2nd richest man on earth. But me, being in the prime of my life, I still find it more effective to wake up at 4:30 a.m. And even being keto, I do think I personally get a lot of benefits from the ketogenic diet. However, the main benefit is the pride I get when people say, man, I can never do that. Yeah, of course. There's all types of shit I do you can't do. And that's weird. That's
how I feel when people tell me, man, I could never live stream every day. I'm like, I know you can't. I know you can't. And that's why you're in the middle class. That's why you have a boss. That's why you got to act a certain way in your job so you don't get reported by the fat white woman in HR. That's why you're watching me. Hater.
sick. That's a sickness. I have a problem. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, King Keto. I'm way more active and I'm posting all the time. And subscribe to this channel. We are doing one long form video every week and I'm posting YouTube shorts every day.
So Brandon is clearly serious fucking G. Right? And I mean, the guy is a monster, right? One of the most favorite things I've seen on his channel, I think it's on, I don't know if it's on his fucking YouTube channel or if it's on his fucking Instagram. But like, let me see if I could. It's hard because he's bombarding his channel with shorts like a real winner. Okay, but there's one thing that he said, right? I mean, bruh, the guy's a beast. All right. And one thing he said too, and we all been with this. If you ever been with a woman you love and she loves you and you love her, right? And you've been like, you know what? I fucking feel tired, babe. I'm sick. I fucking don't feel well. Right? And what do the girls always tell you, right? They always tell you, oh, it's okay. Take a break. You deserved it. Take a break. And Brandon was saying something, and he's like, I know she means well, but as a man, you got to get that shit done because nobody gives a fucking shit. And he's like, when she's saying that thing to me, that it's okay, that you should take a break, that you can do a little hard work tomorrow, I know she doesn't know the first thing about victory. It's a hard world out there, boys. The world doesn't give a shit if you got the fucking cold. The world doesn't care if your knees ache. The world doesn't care if you lost fucking $1 million in crypto. They don't give a shit if you fucking can't control your diet. Welcome to manhood. Nobody cares about your excuses, guys. I assure you, as a man, nobody cares. If you're a woman, yeah, they'll care. You know why? Because they want to fuck you. That's it. They're going to feel sorry for you, but at the end of the day, they just want to fuck you. If somebody gives you pity, if a man gives you pity, he don't really give a fuck about you. He just probably wants to fuck. Mom, dad, they'll care about you for a little. But at the end of the day, nobody really cares. You know, if you're lucky, you're going to find a good woman who really does love you for you. And they're out there, regardless of what all these losers in the red pill space say. There are good women out there, but they're like 1 in 500. They're super rare. They're super, super rare. Just like a good man's rare. But even that good girl is not going to tolerate you being a loser. Not going to tolerate your excuses. Because if somebody really loves you, they're not going to tolerate you being a loser. They're not going to tolerate your excuses. They're not going to tolerate any of that shit. They're going to want you to rise up. And that's what you should be doing. You should be rising up. Nobody cares, guys. Nobody gives a fuck about your excuses. They want results. That's what being a man is. It's result-oriented. It's results-driven. All right? I'm going to break down how Brandon Carter is an elite alpha male. All right. So here's how he's an elite alpha male, okay? You want to talk about money, muscles, game, frame? This is the motherfucking guy who is living it to the T. Okay? First of all, what do we always say first? Make money, right? Money. Brandon Carter is a multi-millionaire. Okay? He's a multi-millionaire. Okay? Make muscles, all right? He is extremely physically fit. Okay. He's not physically fit. He is not very fit. He is extremely physically fit. He is in the upper echelons of human performance with his body. You know, there's one thing I notice about people that are bodybuilders. If I were to be very, very honest with you, the majority of bodybuilders I know are fucking broke losers. Okay? The majority of bodybuilders I know. Take a look at this man's physique on the left-hand side here. Okay? Not a motherfucking ounce of fat on this guy. This guy has so many women after him This guy has the respect of so many men, okay, all while being a fucking good father and making millions of dollars. Just think about that for a second. Look at this. Not a goddamn iota of fat on this man. Look at this. Look at I didn't even think about reading this, but look at this. Look at this shit. This is so inspirational in a good way. It's a blueprint for success. Okay? He says, so if you're soft or weak, don't read this. I'm serious. Stop reading this right now. It's not for you. Okay, now that the dorks and losers are gone, I can tell you my most important life lesson I've ever learned. You can't control the wind, but you can only adjust your sail. Could you imagine how stupid it would be to see a sailor bitching about the wind when all he had to do was adjust his sail to go wherever he wanted? That's how I feel when I see people complaining about anything. I learned this when my father killed himself. I could have been angry or felt sorry for myself, and I did for a little while. But instead, I adjusted my sails and found a way to win under the new circumstance. Now, every time something bad happens to me, instead of complaining, I just find a way to win under the new circumstances. Never complain about anything. Just find a way to win. This attitude will give you confidence that 99% of people have not. Or 99% of people, this attitude will give you confidence.
Shut up and take my money.
More than 99% of the people you'll ever meet. Okay? Rising inflation, who gives a shit? Bear market, who gives a shit? Dutch farmers revolting, who gives a shit? Prices in fucking Germany for gas skyrocketing to the thousands, who gives a shit? Japanese yen crashing, who gives a shit? These are the new rules. Adjust, survive, thrive, or fucking die. You want a big old fucking handout from the government? Go ahead. Join the ranks of the losers. They're out there. There's plenty of room for you in Loserville. There is always room for you in Loserville. There's far more room for you in Winterland. There's far more room for you in Winterland. But Winterland doesn't accept everybody. Anybody can enter Winterland. Anybody can enter Loserville. Choice is yours. There he is with Derek. Look forward to cultivating my relationship with this guy. It's great stuff, man. Great shit. Nobody cares about your excuses, guys. So, going back to this breakdown. Oh, shout out to King Nick, by the way. $10 super chat. I haven't caught a live stream in a while. Salute. Those YouTube shorts are fire, though. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to my man Charlie from Cultivate Crypto. Another winner in the house. Another multi-million-dollar earner. Another big dog. Another guy who doesn't complain about having to live stream every day. One of the easiest fucking things you could do in the world. Well, maybe it's not easy. Maybe me and Charlie just make it look easy. Okay? Because we're both fucking G's. But hey, I got a laundry list of content creators like, I don't know if I could live stream every day. And then they turn on the camera. Oh, what's up? I'm the tough alpha male. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Do me a favor and shut the fuck up, you fraud. I can't live stream anywhere. My wrist hurts when I use the mouse. Bet you it does. Give some handy, some dude in the back alley. Oh, man. Anyways, going back to breaking down why he's a elite level alpha. Multi-millionaire. Muscles, extremely physically fit. Okay? Game. I'm not going to go into the details of this man's private life, but let me just tell you, this motherfucker has serious game. Serious game. Okay? Serious game. He's not banging some fucking from Scallywag, you know, with stretch marks and all this nasty shit all over herself. No, no, no. Okay. Frame. This guy has rock solid inner game. Rock solid inner game. Okay. Rock solid boundaries. Okay. Money muscles game frame. Right. Bonus. Single father taking care of his son. He could easily just dropped out of the kid's life, been a deadbeat daddy. Not the route he took. Again, just want to let you guys know. You know, I'm not here just to teach you just how to chase pussy forever, okay? My mantra from day one has been become a better man. Understand how women work, and you will have endless options when it comes to women. Period. It's that simple. It's that easy, and it's that simple. Okay? Nothing more, nothing less. And you know what? Like I said, this episode's not for everybody, man. This shit's hard. But I look at this lifestyle, and I look at how he's living his life, and I look how he's a fucking serious gangster. I look how I live my life. It's, you know, some people would say my life is hard. You know, a lot of people, one of the most common things I hear is people just like, dude, you're just such a hard worker. And in my mind, I'm like, no, I'm just not lazy fuck like you. Maybe not the nicest thing to think of, but hey, I'm not perfect. Not perfect. But I do what works for me. My life's awesome. You know, I don't even know how many fucking vacations I went on this year, but I've lost count. And I'm still making fucking boatloads of cash. And I'm just getting started. I still got hundreds of people getting coached by me. And these guys are winning too. It's not like I'm just up here fucking stunting and living my life. Okay? The dudes that are in my community, the guys that are in the High Income Alpha program, the guys that are in Money Muscles Game Monthly, the guys that are in the Masculine Empowerment Network, all these dudes are winning too. They're a few steps behind me, but they're on the way. Some of these dudes are ahead of me. They're just trying to tighten up their game and whatnot. It's hard. It's hard to do what we do. But in my opinion, it's harder being a broke, fucking pathetic excuse of a man with no money, no muscles, no game, no frame. Choice is yours. Make it.